One phrase and the narcissist will suffer. Just one phrase and a narcissist's life will never be the same. Want to know what it is? Then this post is for you. I'll give you a step-by-step guide, not only on what to say, but how to say it so that it has maximum impact. Let's start with the essentials. Narcissists crave emotions. The source of these emotions is you, and the narcissist will go to any lengths to draw these emotions out of you. And as you might guess, the emotions they want are not the positive ones. The narcissist seeks to stir up basic negative feelings within you about yourself, feelings that you may not even be aware of. For example, if you have a fundamental sense of guilt, the narcissist will make you feel guilty. If you have a basic fear of being abandoned, they'll make you feel threatened with abandonment, and so on. So here's the main point. The narcissist doesn't make you a victim. The narcissist chooses you because you are already a victim. They make you feel the emotions they need, putting you in a weak position. They literally control their victim's emotions, driving them to an unbalanced state. And then they turn around and say, "See? Look how irrational and hysterical you are." They do this to establish their own superior position and to feel right or good about themselves, and through this feel secure. An important point here is that the narcissist has their own fears. And surprise, who would have thought, they try to hide these weaknesses. In fact, it's not even so much fear as it is a vulnerable spot. Broadly, it's the fear of being exposed as weak, not as successful, dependent, jealous, etc. All of this fear is also backed by a fear of being wrong and a fear of losing control. To mask this, around people they're unsure of, or those they perceive as stronger, they avoid situations where they could be unmasked, usually by lying. With those over whom they feel power, that is, victims, they manipulate situations to press on the victim's sore spot so that the victim feels weaker and experiences ongoing discomfort. The goal? So that in the end they come out on top, stronger, superior, all that jazz. The narcissist is terrified of feeling weak because to them, feeling weak or stupid or any such feeling equates to being unsafe. And let's face it, security is a basic need. A person with healthy self-esteem doesn't need to assert their intelligence, status, or strength. These are built into their beliefs by default and aren't dependent on others' opinions. But let's be real, normal people are boring, and you wouldn't be watching videos about them. Narcissists, they're a different story. A narcissist is someone out of balance. They need affirmation of their good qualities, just like their victims do. They're terrified of their bad qualities being revealed, just as their victims are. What's the difference between a victim and a narcissist? The difference is that a victim tries to earn this feeling of security by being good, convenient, and proper for others, while a narcissist takes it by taking it from the victim. In a twisted way, both the narcissist and the victim enjoy their dysfunctional relationship up to a point. But that's thin ice we won't walk on in this post. Why is the narcissist so afraid of exposure? It's not that they fear being caught doing something bad. It's that they're terrified of feeling bad about themselves. I'm bringing this up because most of you are trying to do something like this. You make arguments, provide reasons, try to prove something, and in the end they don't listen. They nitpick, provoke, play on your emotions, and make you look like the irrational one. You justifiably get irritated and lose because they've already gotten what they wanted. You feel foolish and they feel clever in comparison. And all because you're playing by their rules on their field. And you'll never win unless you move the game to your field and set your own rules. I'll explain how to do that in a bit. So why is the narcissist afraid? For the same reason as their victim, because they don't separate being from feeling. In other words, to them, being is feeling and feeling is being. For instance, you can feel stupid and still be a Nobel Prize winner. You can feel poor and still be wealthy. You can feel overweight and yet be fit. The narcissist, like the victim, fears that if they feel bad, they will become bad. And here's where the difference comes in. When the narcissist feels bad, they switch to denial, as in, I'm not the bad one, says everyone else is. Meanwhile, the victim thinks the opposite. There's something wrong with me. Both the victim and the narcissist feel stupid, wrong, old, whatever. And each, in their way, tries to restore the feeling of being good, smart, and right. The narcissist does this by using the victim. The victim does everything to get this feeling from the narcissist. So here we have a dependence that is toxic for both of them. If a narcissist is exposed or ignored, it awakens their original negative self-concept, a feeling equal to the fear of death or a threat to life. They feel worthless and don't know how to overcome it. They're deathly afraid of being exposed as weak, stupid, or inadequate, and will cling to whatever's left of their self-worth with words, fists, or whatever level of irrationality they operate at. So remember, arguing with a narcissist is foolish and potentially dangerous. They'll get angrier and press on your emotional sore spots even harder to protect their ego. And if they're completely unhinged, they may literally hit you, which isn't pleasant. Exposing a narcissist overall is possible, but ineffective. It only works if you're in a stronger position, where they depend on you, not the other way around, and this is clear to both of you. When their provocations simply don't affect you, that's when it works. But trying to argue or expose them while in a weaker position is a bad idea because they'll most likely twist the situation to their advantage. In the end, you'll feel guilty, flawed, humiliated, or worse. So you might ask, why would I end up feeling this way? Because leaving you feeling weak and damaged is the essence of the narcissist's actions. If you're in a weak position, you'll feel crushed. So, the main point, want to win with a narcissist? Be in a stronger position and feel strong in it. So how do you turn things in your favor? The first thing to do is to get rid of your weak spots. Look back at your relationship with the narcissist and identify which feelings they press on the hardest. Do they make you feel stupid, guilty, unwanted, or unattractive? The first step is to remember you are not the opinion of others about you, including the narcissists. Others are free to think what they want about you. If someone thinks you're wrong, it doesn't make you wrong, guilty, or bad. Let them think you're stupid or unattractive. The first thing to do is to allow yourself to be wrong in their eyes. Just let yourself be whatever they want to think of you. Understand that fighting the feelings the narcissist brings up is pointless. They prey on these emotions and keep the game going. For the emotions to lose their grip on you, they need to feel safe to you. They lose their power when you face them. And remember, no single secret word or phrase exists to deal with an abuser. It's not about what you do or say, but how and why. The issue lies within your state of mind, and until you resolve that, everything else will be at best a temporary fix. This leads to the golden phrase. When a narcissist throws accusations, complaints, or criticisms your way, look them in the eye and calmly say, "I've lost interest in this conversation." Just that. I've lost interest in this conversation. By doing this repeatedly in different situations, you'll notice a shift. Roles will reverse, and they'll start to feel powerless. The trick here isn't the words you say, but the attitude behind them. A narcissist picks up on your tone, your gestures, and your body language. They can tell if you're truly detached, or if you're just acting. When they sense you're genuinely not invested, they lose the grip they had on you.